All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak say Barakat to Yahweh, Barakat to Yahushai, Barakat to Yahweh, Barakat to Yahushai, Barakat to Yahweh, Barakat to Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak. And we give double honors to our apostles and elders, which are the apostle elders, the great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. 2024, which is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, this be the year that Yahbashim Yahushai redeems the elect. Let's jump right into it. This is going to be a end time update. Just going into a few articles, a few stories I've seen come through, because especially around these times, you got these celebrations when people are distracted. So certain things happen, and the world is not worried about Babylon's, celebration of its birth or independence. So things are moving as planned. So this right here was let out today, if I'm not mistaken. No, a couple days ago. So it's jumping into the BRICS expansion. The BRICS 2024 expansion may welcome first NATO member into alliance. So if you read the book of Daniels, when it goes into the toes, where you see partly strong and partly weak, and you see that these things are starting to take place, you have the expansion of certain treaties, certain things that promoted non-use of nuclear weapons. So all this, the stage is set. What will happen, just like in the time of Daniel, the statue that Nebuchadnezzar was shown in that vision, it was a succession of nations. Nations have alliances, have treaties, they have betrayals. Okay, so there's nothing new under the sun. So what the Lord is doing now, he's finalizing what's already been said in the time of Daniel. It was already given what was going to take place. So now it's just playing itself out. Okay, it's nothing that new that needs to happen. This is already written. That's why they're going down the course. This is a roller coaster. It's not something that's freelance. It's already been written what was going to happen, how it's going to take place, who the players were going to be in these times too. So let's read it one more time. It says BRICS 2024 expansion may welcome first NATO member into the alliance. It says, with the group expecting to grow for the second time as in many years, the BRICS 2004 expansion could welcome the first NATO member into the alliance. And that's going to cause, they say, just like the scriptures say, lay up your treasures in heaven where moth doth not corrupt and thieves don't steal, right? So where they lay up their treasures, and what's their treasures? The economy, because the economy is how a country grows. It's how a membership grows. So if you're laying up your economy somewhere, you're going to, just like cash, you don't want to just let your job fall under, because guess what? You're going to fall under. Okay, so it's not a matter of loyalties when it comes to your economy. And that's why a lot of these nations are switching off the dollar, because it's not a reliable currency anymore like it once was. Okay, so let me get this real quick. Hold on. All right, so a lot of these countries are moving away because of the velocity or the safety that they don't feel in that dollar anymore. Okay, so let's keep reading. It says the decision could have massive geopolitical ramifications for both sides. In 2023, the bloc invited 6 countries to join. They received 4 acceptances, with the United Emirates, UAE, where you're going into the oil side of things, Egypt, Ethiopia, and that's in the scriptures where you see Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. And then you also have Iran, and they're joining too. So prophecies are falling right in the line, right in front of our face, just as it was prophesied, man. That's to show you men's goings of the Lord. Because who really formed the BRICS? Who put the spirit on these guys to form the BRICS, which is another geopolitical power, man. Okay? It says many experts expecting that enlarging to keep going this year. And you see it up here. These are the members. And now it's becoming coveted. That's the VIP section right there. When people are fighting to get into what makes a club or a restaurant or somewhere that makes it makes it exciting to go to because it's the place to be. You know, people wait outside in the line for hours to be able to hopefully get in because it's the new to do thing. So the new to do thing is the BRICS alliances, because I think they committed about $7 billion, if I'm not, or 78 billion, which is to use amongst themselves, because they feel that Babylon has been taking advantage of them, which is why that's why you see Jeremiah says how is the hammer of the earth broke asunder, and we'll pick that up here shortly. But let's read it. And it says, BRICS to welcome NATO member in 2024. It says, with more than 30 nations interested in joining the group, BRICS 2004 expansion could see the bloc add its first NATO member, indeed, Turkey. And Turkey is a strategic country. Why? Because it has access to the Black Sea. Okay. It has it's on a trade route. It's on a route that is an important block that they need, man, that NATO had in its power. Now that's gonna waver, because guess what? They're a NATO member, and they want to be a part of the what is it? Not the BRICS, the Brexit. Yeah, Brexit. So it wants to be a part of that, but it has been pushed off for many years. So it's losing patience with that. So when it turns itself to the BRIC alliance, guess what? That's where their economy is at. That's where the treasures is laid up at. So they're gonna, even though they're part of NATO, but they're not seeing any benefits like they're about to see joining the BRICS alliance. They're gonna have access to currency, because all these nations want to do is grow. That's why Psalms, the 2nd chapter, says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" Because they think that they're gonna come back in power. They're gonna be the ones to flourish after the smoke clears. They want to join sides, because they see this war is coming. It's coming to an impasse. Okay, look that up. It's coming to a place that there is no avoiding this confrontation. Okay, because the dollar has its power right now. Dollar is king, and its throne is being challenged. So that's why Babylon is moving these pieces. It's moving strategic pieces here and there. They're starting to support Ukraine because they're trying to attack the military side of BRICS, which is where you have Russia and China, which are the strongest allies in that alliance that can be able to go against the U.S. and its with its members. It says Turkey has been vocal about wanting to be part of the alliance. The country is one of the Security Council's 32 nations joining in 1952, according to the official's NATO website. It says, we would like to become a member of BRICS, Turkey Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan told Chinese media early this year during a visit to the country. Let's see what we can achieve this year, he added. Later that year, Fidan was one of many delegates who were present for the BRICS foreign ministers meeting. See, in 2018, Turkey was present at the alliance's annual summit of that year. Then Russia's President Vladimir Putin suggested the country participate in BRICS. At the time, he suggested that the nation seek to officially join the bloc by 2022. However, that didn't come to fruition because we had the pandemic, the war starting in Ukraine. So all these, it was too hectic of a time to join. BRICS 2023 expansion was its first integrated growth plan since 2001, when it welcomed South Africa into the group. That is now the case anymore, although they have been rumbling that the bloc is set to pause official expansion. Turkey could be on the short list of NATO's selected, or Slovakia, a list of nations selected to become a prominent BRICS partner country. So we here, man. So we here, okay? And then I have this right here. It says BlackRock, which is one of the leading financial groups in the world currently. All right, it says BlackRock issues economic warning in G7 alliance. So all these things are coming to the forefront. Let me get a precept real quick. This is Obadiah 1 and verse 7. And it reads, we'll read in the NLT, it says, all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. And we're seeing it now. So who is this person that's talking about? This is a future prophecy. That's why if you read Habakkuk, and we'll get that too, it's talking about debt, economics. These are the things that cause war. Nothing's changed under the sun. We've just gotten more so-called developed, but it's not developed. All it is the same. Is the same backstabbing, conniving, all these things that these nations have done in the past, going back to ancient Egypt, going back to the Romans, going back to the Persians, going back to the Moabites, the Ammonites. All these things have been ongoing, but now it's clothed up and put a suit on, okay? But it's still to say savagery, man. Okay, just look what's happening in Ukraine. That's a civil war. That's brother killing brother right there, okay? And it says your alliance, all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from the land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive you and deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it. So what do you think is happening behind closed doors in these meetings? Because they know the elephant in the room. They know. They know what they're doing. They know they're going against the hegemony. They said stop using the dollar like we'll just stop using the dollar. That's the main reserve currency. And they know what's happening through years to those that want to get away from the dollar. Look at Gaddafi in Libya. Look what they did to him. Okay? So let's read in King James. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread. And what's the bread? That's the economic side of things, the fundings, the taking different deals, okay, cutting deals. That's that bread. And it says, I have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So all these things that are taking place now are set to keep going, evolve. And the more they evolve, you're going to see more and more skirmishes, more and more crashes. And you have multipolar, You have multipolar wars that can happen at any time. The Korean Peninsula, the Asian Peninsula, the European Peninsula, all these things. Even in Africa, you got ongoing skirmishes there. You got even in India and the Indian and Pakistan. All these, it's everywhere. The earth is a powder keg right now, man. Okay? That's why the mentality is the time is short, man. It says our redemption is nearer than we believe. And we're waiting on what? Waiting on this new currency. So let's jump right into that. Let's get that. Salakia. This is for the CBDC news. So let's touch into the currency. It says Bahamas wants to force banks to support its sand dollar, CBDC. So all these, and this was 2 days ago. So the framework is being set behind closed doors. They talked about it, but these other countries are starting to move towards that CBDC to stabilize their currency or to increase their currency. Because once you have that digital, it's almost like a reset. It becomes more of a powerhouse. And then if everybody's moving away from the dollar simultaneously, these other nations they're gonna seek to have that status in this digital currency, because then that'll heighten up, because they want to still have the frameworks. They don't want to break the skeleton, but they want to take the flesh off of the body of the dollar. Okay, they want to keep the same framework and power that the dollar had, but they want to split it up to where these other nations have a little bit of that power. But they want to keep the same framework. They want to do trade the same way. That's why the BRICS set up their own system to trade outside of the, I forget the name of the system that the U.S. uses. I think it's, I'd say Switch or, it's the name of it. Lord willing, it'll come back to me. But it says Bahamas to regulate bank to offer C-Bank digital currency. That was from Reuters. UK election victory for Labour could see a force of RWA tokenization in the CBDC development, analysts say. See, Swaziland, this is 17 hours ago. It's like a Switzerland central bank willing to expand CBDC project. That's why it's going to be a worldwide thing. That's why you hear these other guys that are going into the market of beast, MOTB. They're not understanding that this is a worldwide thing, okay? Everything is moving worldwide basis on this new money system, okay? Because they're going to move to that digital currency, and that's going to make it harder for you to do things without it. Everything is going to be lock, stock. Just like now, you can't just travel without a passport. Okay, passports are mandatory. Okay, social security numbers mandatory for you to participate in the economy. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen when that CBDC comes? It's going to be the mandatory thing. You're not going to have a choice. Okay, that's why we've already been told. It says Iran to launch public CBDC pilot in June. So they even doing it, man. Okay, the war is the war, but when it comes to the money, they still trying to what did it say? Dance with the devil. All right. So the CBDC is coming up. I just wanted to bring that out. All these articles are, something to go into, but the countries that you see and the places are developing it. That should show you right there that it's full steam ahead. But the mainstream media, they're not covering it. They only said a couple words, and then they're worried about this election, which is a joke. It's a complete joke, man. Okay. Let me see here. And then with this, they got this new thing, which is leading into what it says. What is that? Codified concept simulates 10 years prison sentence in 10 minutes by implanting AI memories. All right. So they're showing you that when this framework is set, they got ways where you can serve prison sentences digitally, man. Okay. Digital prison sentences. What do you think the Matrix was about? That was a digital world, man. A digital prison sentence. Okay. Brain implants, AI technology enables paralyzed man to feel again. So that's a part of the miracles that Esau's pushing. And this has to happen before the final woe, third woe. So that's why you have to watch out for these things and keep an eye on these. Look, paralyzed man regains ability to walk using Bluetooth connected brain link and spinal implant. See, that's a part of that miracle, man. Okay, so all these things are set. Look at this. It says Swedish company Epic Center develops microchip implant that can be used as a vaccine passport. Let's get it. When was this article? Oh, 2021. See? And that was back back in the days. But hey, it's here. If it's developed back then, what do you think is happening now? Just like the RFID chip, it's been developed so much, and there's probably innovations in that because we've been having the same photo and the same outline of the chip for a minute. So they've done a lot more. What does it say? Enhancements to it. Okay. Let's get this Habakkuk, and we'll go ahead and close on out. The point has been hit. And this is touching on the debt because what does it say? BlackRock. Hold on. Here it goes. Yep. It says BlackRock. It says the BRICS has continued its growth plan. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, which that's Amalek, has issued a stern economic warning to the G7 countries. Finn took to Financial Times to pen a piece urging the grouping to reevaluate its infrastructure amid the looming debt crisis in 2030. Debt, it says, and that's what you need to remember, that debt. It says BlackRock's head noted that the 7 nations in the group account of 61% of the planet's public debt. Moreover, he stated that the economic future of the world's major democracies depend on its ability to decrease that figure over the next several years. All right. You continue to read this article. But the main point, because Babylon's debt right there is a part of its downfall also. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 6. We'll read in NLT. It says, but soon their captives will taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. What you're welcome. It says you've become rich by extortion, but how much longer can this go on? Okay, so these things are prophetic things that are gonna take place, especially when you see finances. Okay, you gotta watch finances. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, debt. Because that word clay is abatyat, which is debt. Okay, so the debt is a very important prophetic thing that you have to watch for in these last times. And it's also how we can identify who's Babylon and who are the players that are getting ready to take place in this time, man. So I'm going to leave it there. Lord willing, this news update was edifying. and spiritual and see that we close, man. Home is around the corner, man. Just buckle up, keep the course. It says hold on to your faith, man. You know, that's it. Just know that these are the things to uplift your faith and to get it more, locked in. So with that, I say call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachak Wadash. Till the next time, I say Shalom, and more now than ever, keep faith. Shalom.